All right, so what we're doing is we're pulling a few things from each player just to show them, hey, I want you to grow in one or two areas of your game, and that's going to completely change your game. All right, so right now, Gavin, we're on you. I like that you touched this guy. He is a good rebounder, tall. You bump him, so now he didn't have the athleticism to even jump with Cam just because of that bump, and then you run the floor pretty well right here. Now, the thing you got to do is know a guy's coming and be balanced enough to pump fake. You can't just immediately shoot every time, especially when you're dealing with guys more athletic than you. So let him fly by so he can't block that shot. All right. I know you got fouled, but again, you got to have enough balance to be able to pump fake, let a guy fly by you, and then score it easy. All right. And I think this, again, you're doing much better at things like this. Like you find a body, you run to whoever's in the hot spot, find a body, and because of that, you bumped him out the way, got the rebound, and initiated our fast break. All right. So, like, all those things are really good, consistent habits to have. All right. In plays like this, I want you to anticipate better. All right. Like right now, it didn't look like you had any idea that the ball might come to you, even though your man helped. And it kind of bounces off your chest, your face. But still, have your hands ready at all times so you could go up and score. That'll give us an easy two. Here, I wanna talk about a few more moments that you're doing well or growing at. So like right here, this guy gets the ball. He's a quicker player. You're forcing him to the base of the sideline, and then you know you got low man help. Marley comes over, and you keep your hands high, get you a block shot, and initiate our fast break. That was perfect. All right, and this is the area I want you to keep growing at. Like right now, you get a post up, you get a seal, you got the guy, and like I said, the pass is just a little too sharp for you to catch, but I like that. I want you to keep like doing things, make sure you're making contact. You're being more physical. So when there's a blockout, you're touching people. When you set a screen, you're touching people. You're sealing and holding guys off. And this play is no different. You go, you set a screen, they willingly switch, and because of that, you got a smaller guard on you, so you maintain contact. We just throw it too straight for it to get to you. But again, those seals are great. While I'm here, I just want to make sure if you see this, Jakes, like you're already cutting before he even looks at you, so the timing on this cut is off, and you need to wait. Jay doesn't even have the ball yet, so there's no way we're going to be able to hit you for a cut. But because of that untimely cut, your guy's also going to be in the play and in the way. So make sure I only did that so everybody could see the timing of our cuts on our plays matter. All right, so on this possession, this is when we have turnovers. Some turnovers are the guard's fault, but some turnovers are team turnovers. So, like right here, we got to create a triangle. So, as soon as you see that he's crossing this line and you see that he gets cut off, you should have been sprinting here to make the triangle. Jay was already middle, and then Cam could fill right here to make the triangle. If Jay beats you there, then you got to run where Jay is. Like we got to hurry up and sprint to those triangles. All right. So there's a bunch of people that did some stuff wrong, but this is your video, so we got to do that. Court tries to save it by tapping it back, but we got to form those triangles really quickly, and you'll even if you're not a ball handler, you'll still save a lot of possession. All right, and just like anything, the same rules apply. Um, when they get the ball and it's stuck in this corner, and we see a trap, you got to cover the block. All right. You're starting to run really high to somebody. That's somebody else's job. You got to cover the block. Otherwise, nobody's covering the rim. So luckily we have a good trap, but this guy could run here and be open. So just like when we get trapped, we want a guy out here, a guy on the block, and a guy middle. That's what they want. And you especially want to cover this because if they get that, that's a layup. And as you can see, they're wide open in Europe here. So this part of the video is about court awareness. Where should I be? Where do I need to position myself? All right, here's another one, and you kind of do this a lot. I know why. You know, you struggle with ball security. So what you do is this should be an inside pivot. That way you could see Nico as you turn, Jay, the cutter, all that. But because you turn away, Jay has this guy sealed perfectly. But because you turn away, you don't get to see any of those plays. So remember, Jay threw it high low to you, so you want to be able to return the flavor. But because where your eyes are going, you're just thinking about going through the play, and you're not thinking about all the opportunities that are within the play. So look for that when you're catching that ball. All right, and I'll show you one more because I just want you to know that this is your footwork. So like the basketball is a game of habits. What are your habits? And the habits that you have, are they good things that happen or bad things that happen? Your habit is to consistently not look at the play. You're just looking for this. So there's only one guy you can hit. Where if you reverse pivot, you can see more guys. So I want you to kind of see that when we're running the plays. So you'll start doing what's called a reverse pivot. If you don't understand what that is, just let me know at practice and we'll go over it. All right. So moving on along, we're gonna go to Josh. All right, Josh. This is a lot of these clips I timestamped them from the last tournament. So the only game I have of you is this side fairway. So we'll use that to break down some of the things you got to do. First of all, your setup. You know there's a dribble handoff, so you should wait until he gets the ball so you can come speeding off of that and turn the corner. All right, you're already up. You should be in the corner so you can sprint off of it. All right, so when we do the dribble handoff, you catch it. Now, right there, we're kind of dead in the water. Unless you're going to throw it to Jay for a Barkley, just keep the play moving. All right, and so now we're just kind of just moving too much. And if you notice, your feet are never really under you. All your steps are really wide, so you're never really balanced. You see, so even if you were to explode, you can't explode out of that position. And because you're not balanced, there you go, hitting the ground the moment you're touched, and then they get a fast break. So we gotta alleviate uh, the uh, the open court, the live ball turnover. All right, so this is you get a steal right here, and you can tell the left hand is your weaker hand, so you're kind of just dribbling with it, and then for a moment you put in your right hand for no reason at all, and that's when you get the turnover. So again, this is just a play that just says, "Hey, I got to get better with my left hand." So, so this play ends up at least getting shot at the rim instead of them taking it and going the other way with it. So again, the live ball turnovers and like the ball security just in general is what you got to do. I think that stuff will go away as we continue throughout the season, but I want you to be mindful of it so you can work on it now. All right, so now we're going to get an execution. These are kind of the woes of everybody. The moment he picks up his dribble and we got a really good trap on him, you should be thinking, what's the next easiest pass? Because the good teams are going to create triangles. So we got a guy here, defender here, we got a guy middle. Now we need somebody up here. That's you. All right. And the moment he traps, you see Jakes takes away the sideline. We still got middle, and at no point did you think that this was a pass that you should be running through. Don't worry about him. If he's getting trapped, no way he's throwing it way over here successfully. So now we don't even have an attempt at running through that pass. So this is execution. We get a trap outside the volleyball lines way out there. You got to be running through that so we get it done. All right, and just like a lot of us, we just got to break the habits of running to spots. So right now, you can see everybody on their team. Nobody's behind you. Go up and cause some havoc because there's nothing to protect. So you see how there's nobody behind you. You haven't glanced. I've been using the term court map. You haven't looked at that, and so as a result, you just let a guy stand there. We should be going to get him because court's working too hard up here for us to just kind of be sitting lackadaisically. And now they could throw that pass. Do you think they could throw that pass if you were right here in front of them? No chance. The only way he throws it is if you're way back here in no man's land. So we got to read that, and so we can't give them a wide open shot like that at the end of the day. I don't know if you remember our term, but we want to score more off their baseline out of bounds plays than they do. And that means everybody needs to be in position. So right now, you're the wing. When they throw it to the corner, your only job is to make sure they don't escape out the corner and Cam would go trap. But you're not high enough to keep him in the corner. So now he dribbles off. So now, instead of getting a trap in the coffin corner here, now we got to play some real defense. And like I said, they get a paint touch. It goes all the way out. Bang. So they hit a three when I think if we had did our job, we had got a turnover and they wouldn't have got any shot at all. So that's what I got for you. Make sure we lock in. We learn how to really run our defenses. You're going to learn that through film. That's why I'm giving it to you. But we need players to look at film on their own and start thinking, why did this happen and what do I need to do to correct it? Via if it's even if it, whether it's individual skills or team concepts, we got to get both down.